Good evening, good evening, good evening. Tonight is the night. It's Friday. Hope you guys had an awesome week. So, Kitchen Conversations After Dark is back this Friday with another special guest. We've had some fun this week. We traveled down from New York to Maryland and interviewed Chef Kareem of Mr. Baked Sweets. Then we went to Nigeria and we interviewed Chef Mimi of Touch of Grace. And tonight is just another special guest, Flavors member, Chef Bukola. And I'm going to allow her to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her business and what she has going on. Tonight, Chris and I decided to do a little getaway. So you see a different background. You probably see him in the background. So again, for those that don't know me, I am Samia Bingham, founder and CEO of Flavors Culinary Group. And we are a new workspace and culinary incubator coming to Prince George's County, Maryland in 2021, just a couple months away. It's almost the end of the year, so don't feel too sad. Don't feel too sad. And we are looking for your support. We are running an active crowdfunding campaign for the purchase of our commercial walk-in for our commercial kitchen that our chefs would be able to use to store their dry, cold, and frozen ingredients to make those amazing desserts and meals for you all in Prince George's County and beyond. And of course, we're asking for the community support. So once we get started, you'll be able to see below Chef Bukola and I talking. Just head over to that link, give what you can. If you can't give, no problem. Share the link out. We appreciate any support that you can give to us. If you want to learn more about Flavors and our mission and what we have going on, you can head over to whatsyourflavor.co. Again, that's whatsyourflavor.co. That's our website. You can also get to the crowdfunding link there, find out what we have going on, get some example pictures of what the space is going to look like, and just support us coming to Prince George's County. So without further ado, we are going to bring in the chef.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Chef.
Thank you for having me. I'm great, doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. Awesome. Just relaxing on this Friday night. We're probably going to go ride around Richmond tonight. And
okay.
They got a nice little breeze out there.
Yeah, it's cooling down now. So that's awesome.
It is. Well, I'm glad to have you.
Thank you.
Before we get started, we always do this, how we do.
Yeah.
And we want to know what's your flavor. And essentially what we're asking you is to tell us about yourself and your business. So Chef Bukola, what's your flavor?
Okay. So my name is Bukola. You can call me Buki for short. I am a pastry chef. I've probably been doing this professionally for the past 8 or so years. I am a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America, and that's where I was professionally trained. The business side of things, I started running my own catering company, baking and pastry catering company, for about 4 years now, unofficially. And then, of course, legally for the past few months or so, 6 months. I specialize in custom cakes, desserts, pastries, treats, anything from, your fantasy or luxury custom cakes to intricate cupcakes and treats. That's what I specialize in. I love doing customized flavors and details. And also, just like our chef from last night, Chef Mimi, I'm also from Nigeria.
Yeah.
I am Nigerian American, first generation, actually. My parents immigrated from Nigeria, and I actually grew up in the DMV in Prince George's County. So PG is very near and dear to my heart. I've always had a passion for specifically baking and pastry since I was a young girl, just growing up watching Food Network. And I remember me and my sister just being in the kitchen and trying to experiment and just getting our hands dirty in the kitchen. I just knew that this path was for me. And so pastry is my thing. I love it.
I love it. So tonight is your night. We see you on IG, tearing up the club at Manna of Heaven. So for those watching, make sure you check out Chef Buki on Manna of Heaven.
Yes.
On
Yes, yes.
Instagram. What about Facebook? Are you on Facebook as well?
I have a Facebook. It's under construction. Still
Okay.
updating that, but definitely stay updated on Instagram at Man of Heaven. That's where you can keep up with my latest updates. I'm always uploading things, always posting, and yeah, you can definitely find me on Instagram.
So tell us about your clients. So your desserts and your cakes are quite eclectic. I mean,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful designs.
Thank you.
So tell us about the types of clients that hire you.
So my clients are basically looking for their not so typical boutique custom cakes. Nothing you can really find ready at a grocery store, but something personalized and suited to their specific taste, their style, and things like that. So I work closely with my clients in designing um, themes and different ideas to match their theme, their color scape, as well as their just event decor and things like that. Um, so it's very personalized to each client, to their personal style and things like that. So I would say my client is someone that likes to stand out. They like, the show-stopping pieces and just those things that you can't find anywhere. The one-of-a-kind pieces. That's typically my type of client.
Okay. Okay. So what has been the most challenging about being a small business owner in Prince George's County? Let's
I
talk
would
about that.
Right. I would say a couple challenges that I have faced would be resources and just getting information or getting, linked up with the right people or things like that. One thing that I do appreciate about flavors and just finding this opportunity is I was at a place where I'm like, okay, are there any commissary kitchens? Are there any people who are doing this like me, even in Prince George's County? Because again, from coming from culinary school, you're surrounded by people that are doing the same thing like you. But then coming back home to Maryland, to where it's not necessarily the biggest, culinary scene. It's definitely growing. I kind of felt like one in the sea of many. I'm like, is there anyone else doing custom cakes like I would like to do, or dessert tables and things like that. So I think one challenge was, I guess, getting connected with like-minded entrepreneurs and culinarians who kind of had the same mindset as I did, and can like bounce ideas off of each other and just networking. I would say that was one thing. And yeah, that would probably be the main thing. Just getting connected with people that would kind of be like a family or camaraderie, things like that.
And so there's a theme with all of the Flavors members and to our listening audience. Like I want you to understand that. So, there are a few different taglines or mottos that Flavors goes by. And one is Flavors is not a space, it's a community. And I think that we've heard that theme throughout this week. When our chefs are talking about flavors, and I definitely appreciate it, because sometimes you're wondering if you're creating the thing that you really wanted to create.
Right.
And one thing we never wanted to be viewed as was a space.
Right.
I just need to turn the ovens on. I just want to throw some burgers on the oven or on the stove, and I want to go. I don't care.
Right.
I don't want your classes. I don't want your resources. And so that's what I most appreciate about you and all of our chefs, is that you got that message, and we didn't have to say it.
Right.
And I think that's good marketing, from a business standpoint. And I love your marketing, through Instagram, because you're very different. You stand out. And so it's aligned where you see, okay, I know what type of client I want. I know what type of client I do not want.
Hello. Hello.
Because someone, we talked about this earlier this week, but someone just jumping into DMs, or, an experience I had, yesterday. I picked up the phone and they're like, "Is this a commissary kitchen?"
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hi. Right.
So, and that was just my little piece on challenges, being a small business owner. So Chef, what would you like to see, or I guess, what is, the vision for your business as we get closer to opening, and just also just over this next year? COVID, I'm sure, caused some challenges. You can talk about that, but from this COVID pandemic time that we're in, going into the next year? What do you see specifically for your business?
So for Manna of Heaven, my main focus right now is to just get a grasp on my clientele, building those desired clients, those people that understand, my vision and just value what I have to offer. Because just as you said, everyone is not for you, and that's okay. And I know I'm not for everyone. Um, so it's just understanding how to market myself to those clients that are actually looking for my products. So more strategizing, again, building clientele, networking with other chefs, or even we talk about vendors, event planners, and just different people within the industry. I think that's definitely my main focus as far as growing. And of course, just streamlining. Like one thing that I'm still, by God's grace, learning in this season is just knowing how to focus my energy and my time, and what are the things that command my attention now. And so I've been doing a lot of reevaluating, restructuring, trying to really focus my brand in a direction to where people get it and it's not kind of all over the place. So even right now, when for a while, a lot of the things that people have known me for and known Manna of Heaven for are the custom cakes, but I do array of so many different things. Like from me being Nigerian American, I do offer some traditional Nigerian snacks and street food and things like that. And the Nigerians that know me, they know that, but there's some other people that maybe they've never experienced that before. And so I think I have to do a better job at even just showcasing all of my skills without going too far off, the deep end, and biting off more than I can chew. So I think that's where I'm headed within, from the next few months into the new year, just kind of refocusing, strategizing, and then just planning for expansion and growth in different areas.
I like that. So it's just more so getting that back end cleaned up, taking advantage of classes and workshops and courses and resources to get things moving to the next level.
Yeah.
I love it. So are your desserts, or is there a plan for your desserts to be in any local restaurants? Is that a goal? Where do you want your desserts to go from here, other than your current method?
Right. That would definitely be a goal. I actually, some months ago, was speaking with, I am based in Baltimore currently, and so a local entrepreneur, we were collaborating, and she has like a storefront. She sells like treats and brittles and things like that. And so we were, collaborating, speaking, things like that. And so I would definitely like to get into the local scene, whether it be Baltimore or, of course, Prince George's County, and team up with other establishments. That would definitely be a goal of mine, so that, my brand can be showcased more, as I, of course, delve out into having my own personal spot in the future.
I love it. So what would be your advice to an aspiring pastry chef, dessert artist, someone that's cooking at home and wants to do this full time? What would be your biggest piece of advice?
Whew, that's a big one. I would say a big piece of advice, two things: believe in yourself and the calling that God has on your life. I am big, a big spiritual woman. I do believe in God, and I do believe from an early age, if you were to ask me why or where this came from, where the desire came from, I wouldn't be able to tell you anywhere else but God himself that placed this in me, and even the gifts within me. And so from that, when I get discouraged, when I'm like, I don't know where to go from here, I'm like, I know that there is a calling on my life in this area, and I'm going to trust in that. And so no matter, if you feel like I'm not getting the clients, I'm not getting the followers, or what, things aren't moving at the pace that I want to, believe in the talent that you have, believe in that dream and that vision that you have, and just trust in the process. I would say that. And patience, which is why I say God is still working on me because, you need patience as an entrepreneur, but just even again, and just trusting the process, knowing that these things don't happen overnight.
Mhm.
And for you to see, you know, the end goal, you do have to put in time, effort. Like you said, there you may have to take some classes. You're gonna have to spend money, you know. So
Yes,
just be
invest.
patient. Yeah,
Invest in
investing in
yourself.
yourself, right? And so just being patient that like it's going to take time, and you know, stop and look back, and even if you're not where you want to be or you're not the end goal, look at the progress that you've made, because oftentimes we just kind of get caught up in it and it kind of feels like we're, you know, we're not getting there or we're not where we want to be. But if you just pause and just look back, you're like, wow, I'm actually farther than I was 6 months ago, a year ago. I've actually grown in this area. You know, my cakes or my, you know, desserts have gotten better. Like, so I would just say that believe in yourself, trust the process, have patience with yourself, with clients, you know, um, and I think you'll be all right.
So patience is big.
Yeah.
Patience is something I think God is working all working on all of us.
Yes.
And I think it's harder as an entrepreneur because you want things done. You want things done the
Mhm.
right way. You want to
Yeah.
operate in perfection. You want to operate through God's grace. And then you find yourself challenged. That's what I'm gonna say. You find yourself
Yeah.
challenged because everybody doesn't move as fast as we want things to move.
Right.
And I think that when we are not patient, that's when we make the mistakes. That's
Mhm.
when we take the wrong road in our business. Um,
Mhm.
and I'll be very transparent about this with finding a location for flavors. We have been negotiating this lease for, long time, and then, ran into some challenges, and it's easy to just jump and just want to run
Yeah.
away, but, when we look down and we say we have 45 official members that we are here to serve, we can't move off of emotion.
Right.
We can't move because, of course, anger is an emotion, but we just can't move because we're like, oh, no, I need this to happen now. I need
Mhm.
this to happen today, because there are people that are dependent on you. There are people that need Chef Bukola's desserts. And
Mhm.
if they get upset or they get angry and they go run over to the grocery store and pick up that sheet cake that Mr. Bacon and I were talking about earlier
Right.
this week, but they're trying to create this experience, or little Johnny is expecting this amazing, Nigerian inspired dessert to be at his birthday party, and they go run and do that. You missed out on serving your clientele because you didn't do things the right way, or you jumped and didn't wait for God to say, hey, I need you to be patient right now because
Yeah.
this isn't the right thing. This isn't the right client. This isn't the right time to launch
Right.
this new dessert or this new product. So
Mhm.
patience it's truly a virtue.
Major, yes, it is.
It's
It's
truly a
major,
virtue.
and especially, you know, we're in the customer service industry. You know,
Yeah.
we're serve. This is a service. Of course, it's a business. I'm getting paid to do what I do, but I'm also supposed to serve my clients. I'm supposed to offer them the best. And again, Man of Heaven is, I pride myself on high quality, you know, that's in my products. I am a from scratch baker. And then also in just my delivery, my communication, whether it be via email or over the phone, or even I, you know, make deliveries. So it's like, how am I presenting myself? I think that's big, you
Mhm.
know, and even just having patience with people, you know, just knowing that we're not always going to be on the same page. Like you said, some people may not understand that clients should also have a form of etiquette. But if a client does not, you know, come at me the correct way and doesn't say hello, I can't just act out of emotion and just say,
Yes.
you know, I felt this way.
Even internally, we're inside screaming. Inside, we're screaming.
I have to remind myself, girl, my sister hears all of it. And she'll just say, Buki, it's okay. Just calm down, have patience. And I think it's important because at the end of the day, they appreciate that, you know, when you go the extra mile, when you go out of your way to give them quality service. And so patience, 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 patience.
Patience. What has been the most exciting exciting thing that has happened, you being an entrepreneur in your business today?
Exciting. I would say I've had a couple, like, I would say milestone moments. Like when I did my first wedding, that was back in 2018, I want to say, towards the end of 2018. My first booked my first wedding, and it was like a 5-tier cake.
Ooh.
And yeah, like 4 or 5-tier cake, and delivery and transfer, everything turned out well. Of course, a couple of stressful moments, but I feel like that was a turning moment of where I actually started to, I guess, believe, in myself. Before, it's like, I know I'm good at this, but I know my stuff is good. I know people are saying, but it was still a little bit of doubt. I think that was one of the turning points to where I'm like, okay, switch your mindset. Like, if nobody else is going to tell you,
Yeah.
I know that I am talented, and not in any arrogant type of way, but just acknowledging that, like, God has given me this gift, and I am growing every day. Every day I'm growing, I'm learning. And so even now I have to remind myself, like, even if a client passes up on Man of Heaven, that doesn't discredit the fact that we still offer quality, product and service, and I'm still meant to do this. So I would say that that was probably one of my biggest moments or accomplishments, or when I started to, like, feel proud, like, okay, I'm progressing, I'm growing, I'm moving towards the right direction. And since then I've done, more weddings and events and things like that. And always challenging myself, with new designs and things like that. I would say that every time I get the opportunity to do something I haven't done before, that's a big moment for me. So.
I love it. I love it. And just the excitement when you talk about, your business. And that's when the this is what God is calling you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having that passion. Just having that passion. So Chef, fall under that Maryland cottage food law.
Yeah.
So tell, the Prince George's County listening audience why you need a commercial kitchen. Why is that important to you now?
It's very important, especially with small businesses. Sometimes you reach a point to where you can only do so much with the resources or space that you have. I'm literally, working out of my own place, and it's a confined place. It's small. It's getting the job done now, but if I'm going to reach that goal of expanding, I'm going to need more space, and I'm going to need to be in a licensed and regulated, establishment that, of course, flavor is constantly going to be checked by, like,
no, they're gonna be honest.
Yeah, basically. With inspections and things like that. And so I just want to make sure that, again, when it comes to quality and things of that nature, that I'm able to produce in the capacity and the space that will be suitable to give you the best quality. So I think it's important. Flavors is needed, especially in Prince George's County, and Maryland. I don't know if there's many or any establishments that would be like Flavors. Again, I've said I've been looking since I graduated in 2014. It's something that I look around for every so often, and it's hard to come by. A state-of-the-art commercial kitchen, commissary, community type place where you can grow and businesses can actually flourish. It's very hard to come by. So I would say it's well needed and long overdue. So yeah.
But we are coming. We are working hard behind these scenes, having these uncomfortable meetings, conversations. We're at some interesting tables.
Yeah.
But we appreciate each and every one of our chefs, startup, the veterans, and everybody in between. That believed in our vision and walked with us, or currently walking with us through this journey. So with that being said, since Flavors is not open, that takes a bit of faith to spend your time, your money, your energy into someone else's vision. What made you join Flavors at this stage as a founding member?
I believe what made me join was above, what I know that it has a potential to do for the community and for the industry. It was just that connection, that vibe, and just it was just something about that initial interaction that I had with you and some of the other members that I'm like, okay, I know that what they're saying is actually what it's going to be. It's not just talk. They're not just trying to raise money and get your money and then,
Right.
cut off all ties. But I actually believe in the vision. I actually believe that your words will hold true in the same passion and dedication that you have, even in these growing and campaigning phases. I do believe that's going to carry throughout to where Flavors is actually open. And so I just felt that sense of sincerity in everything that you guys have said, and I just felt like it was something I want to be a part of. Again, just being a part of a community, people that we're not afraid, like competition, that type of thing. Again, the camaraderie. I I can't tell you enough how important it is to just be around people that want to see you win and grow and will shout you out and cheer you on. Like that's so important, and I felt like that's what I got from Flavors. Like they're cheering you on. We just met, but they're excited for you, and
Yes.
and I just love it. That's what really sold me. So
We appreciate you. We so appreciate you. And to piggyback off of that, every Flavors member has both Chris and my personal phone, the business phone number, smoke signals, emails. So, whenever they need
right.
us, they can contact us. So, if there are any chefs, aspiring chefs out there in and around Prince George's County, and of course, Chef is in Baltimore, so she's
Yes.
going to make her way down 95
Yes.
with us in Prince George's County. And so we definitely appreciate that. So what do you have going on? What's anything coming up? Anything that you need our support with? Talk to us.
Let's see. Coming up. I think I'll probably have a few pop-up sales coming up. I know we're approaching holiday season, so
Yeah.
I always try to offer some specials or sales in relation to the season. So it's fall. I should be having a fall special or sale, especially closer to Thanksgiving, but I'll definitely try to do that and just keep you guys updated with that. But for
Yeah.
now, if you have events coming up or birthday celebrations, I am taking orders. I've just started taking orders for October, so I'm here to serve. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
So before we go, it's two things we're going to do. I'm going to
Mhm.
ask you one more question, and then after we answer that question, I'm going to I'm moving out. You're getting
Okay.
full screen, and you get a
Okay.
minute to just let people know where to follow you, any parting advice, anything about your business, and then we'll bid everyone a farewell on this Friday evening and let them go enjoy their
Sure.
evening. So our final question that, of course, we ask all of our guests:
Mhm.
what is for dinner and desserts?
What is for dinner and dessert? Okay. Um, Normally I kind of go by my mood. And sometimes the season, so it's kind of getting a little chilly now. So for dinner, I'll probably have like a roasted chicken with vegetables, some soup on the side.
Mm.
Dessert, I'll never pass up on dessert because I love sweets. So it depends on how it
So we
depends
need to go deep on this dessert now.
yeah,
We want to
no.
feel it.
Like I said, right now we're moving into fall, so I love apple crumble, crisps, things like that. Just sitting in front of the TV with apple crumble, the warm spices. That's what I'm feeling right now. I
Yeah.
actually had some last night, so that's probably why it's on my mind right now. But yes, like fall season, I'm doing everything: apples, pears, you name it. Warm spices, cinnamon, nutmeg. That's what I'm feeling right now, and a chai latte.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
my favorite.
You
Gotta
can't
have
pass on the chai. Chai
a
Have you had it with the almond milk? That's the only way I
yes,
drink it. That's
yes,
the only way I drink it.
drink. Yes,
Yes.
almond milk always.
Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Well, Chef, it has been amazing tonight having you and spending your Friday
Likewise.
night with us.
Ooh.
I can't wait for us to get together. As we said, we are trying to figure out something for Black Friday weekend for all of our members, whether that's getting together with us, doing something for the public. But that is coming. So, going to give you your 1 minute shine, and then
Okay.
I'll bid you farewell and good night.
Thank
So here you
you. Again, thank you, Samia and Chris, for having me. Thank you to Flavors. Thank you guys for listening and for watching. My name is Bukola of Manna of Heaven. I specialize in custom cakes, treats, dessert tables, you name it. I also specialize in traditional Nigerian snacks. So if you're ever looking to experience the Nigerian culture, Manna of Heaven is your place to go. You can follow me on Instagram at Manna of Heaven. That's 2 N's, Manna of Heaven. And I will be happy to serve you and give you quality service. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chef. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. See ya.
Take care. All right, Flavors Nation, family, friends. We thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Again, I am your founder and CEO of Flavors, Samia Bingham. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Flavors Nation. That's with an S, Flavors Nation. And again, we are looking for your support. Support our chefs. Right now, there are 45 of them. In a couple of weeks, we'll be launching the new website, so you'll actually get to see all 45 and growing members. We have some applications pending this week that we're going to try to get to next week. So those of you that are watching, that I know that you've finalized your application, you've had your intake interviews this week. I promise you that Sabria, Brittany, and I are going to get to you by next week. So again, head over to our website, whatsyourflavor.co. Click on that crowdfunding link, campaign link. Head over, $1, anything you can support, or just share out this broadcast and share it with a fellow chef. If you know of any that are aspiring, or even if you want to gift that, the holidays are coming. You know, we are going to do some gift certificates where you can gift a chef in your life that you think belongs in a commercial kitchen to grow their business. So we'll have those opportunities very soon. But if you need to reach us, hit us up on our website. You can also reach us at hello@whatsyourflavor.co, and we will get back to you. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. And we will see you again. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chef Pretty of Pretty Cooks. So we will be back here tomorrow, and I think it'll be on Instagram. I'm not sure if we're doing 7 or 7:30 with Chef Pretty, but we will be back tomorrow night. So have a great evening. See you soon.